We've got Jessica Tarlov on Fox News The Five again, this time pushing back against more right-wing propaganda, surprise, surprise, circulating on the border, their favorite topic for them to fearmonger about, even though they are losing ground on this worse than anything we've ever seen in history. So let's jump in with what she has to say and then try to provide some additional context.
The bipartisan border deal has a high approval rating. People know about it. They know that Donald Trump told conservatives, I want to run on this, so don't pass it. And they have Mitch McConnell saying so, James Langford, Mitt Romney, et cetera. But of course, there's tough talk now that wasn't there before. But the American public is taking note of it, and it is resonating. In the latest Quinnipiac poll, he only has an 8-point advantage on who's best to handle the border. And I think that part of the reason that she is breaking through a bit is that he has moved over to demonizing immigrants, even legal ones like the Haitians, or taking the numbers that we were talking about on Friday, the number of, quote unquote, convicted murderers, rapists, et cetera, and saying this is all Biden and Harris's fault. And to the extent, to speak to its inaccuracy, the Department of Homeland Security had to release a statement saying that the ICE figures were being completely misinterpreted, saying the data includes individuals who entered the country over the past 40 years.
MAGA are the kings of saying something that can be disproven in one single simple Google search. And the more I follow this election, the more I realize it's because every single one of them gets their info from Twitter and then does zero fact checking, which is hilarious considering that most people on Twitter have been proven to spread misinformation. They're incentivized to do so as it's easy to make money just doing that, or they're paid by Russia to spread it, like in the major conservative circles like Tim Pool, Benny Johnson, Dave Rubin, to just name a few of the hundreds. But if you follow some of these news accounts on Twitter and then jump over to YouTube comments or even just discuss with a MAGA conservative, you'll see that their talking points line up one-to-one. And it's where points like these come from that, all migrant crime comes from people let in under Biden, when Homeland Security and ICE have had to come out and say, no, these are migrants from 40 years ago, George H.W. Bush. It's not all under Biden. And as we'll get into, the majority literally aren't. And if you look at the chart of border crossings, they spiked in 2019 under Trump to near levels where they are now, and then started to spike again before he handed it off to Biden, showing that the problem again started under him. So plenty got in during his administration, most secure border in history, remember. Bush had worse numbers than Obama as well, and et cetera. So it's just more propaganda to try and pin this all on Biden.
And also includes people that are in jail, not people who are out there roaming the streets. And that's obviously a key piece of information in this puzzle. And the American public is smart enough to know that the narrative that Donald Trump is putting forward does not accurately represent what's going on. It doesn't mean there aren't problems, but it does mean that they want more nuance than they're eating the cats, they're eating the dogs, get them out.
I couldn't find the counter numbers to what ICE had released, and I definitely looked for them. It
doesn't matter. The numbers are...
It does.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
Because on Friday, when we talked about this, the idea was that this was a Biden-Harris problem. No one said, except for me, I think, that this covers the entire timeline.
No,
that someone who entered
I said it
under
correlates with
H.W. Bush.
I said in response, it correlates to the release of criminals in other countries. I didn't say it was all that.
Even the letter from DHS says that it also includes many who are under jurisdiction or currently incarcerated by federal, state, or local enforcement partners, and the vast majority whose custody determination was made long before this administration.
So directly from DHS, the Department of Homeland Security, the vast majority has happened before the Biden administration. It also includes the number of individuals locked up, which also make up a disproportionate amount. But yet we're supposed to believe that this is just a major issue and that Biden and Harris are letting migrants wander the streets and commit crimes. This, along with Trump going after legal immigrants and saying to deport them, is clear why he's losing ground on the issue. On top of him also, killing legislation to address the issue. People aren't buying into the bullshit anymore. And the fact that people are also waking up about the fear mongering circulating the whole issue, yes, there will be crime in immigrant populations, as there is crime in every single population, but it's less than that of US born citizens. Not in drastic amounts when it does happen, while they also provide massive economic benefits. So it seems that Trump's own game is coming back to bite him. And it's nobody's fault but his own, let's be honest. If you enjoyed this video, we're Social Society. We're a commentary channel influenced by politics, society, and the economy. We are pretty left-leaning on this channel, but we're open to our right-wingers as well. The biggest thing here is having conversations that get everyone to the bottom of the truth. If that sounds like something that could interest you, consider smashing that subscribe button, leaving us a like, or even commenting on this video. We even have memberships available as low as $3 if you'd like to support, because the only way we become a society is together.